This match is now officially a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
Broken, thankless, push you down, open.
That's all that matters. That's all that fucking matters. Wrestling doesn't matter today. Wrestling is fake. The only thing that's real is the shadow of the Erd tree.
Is it Erd or Aird?
Erd, like ERD.
So, like, what if the Erd tree was an Ent?
Like the Ent tree?
No, like, what if it was an Ent? You know, the living tree beings from Lord of the Rings.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to fight those in the DLC because I've seen some pretty fucking wicked footage. I've only seen the same 13 minutes of clips that everyone else has seen, but I've been avoiding everyone that got the copies early and streaming it. I'm just chilling. You can catch me on my Twitch page at midnight streaming the shit out of that. No time frame when I'm going to stop. It's eventually going to be when I pass out in this chair.
6 viewers this early into the stream. Well, that's cool. Hey, let's get the other good news out of the way really quick here. Joe Hendry debuted on NXT, and it was amazing. And I don't care what people say. This like idea that he was buried is absurd. Hold on, let me turn off my air conditioner. This idea that he got buried is absurd. This man
he didn't get buried.
Got the biggest pop of his career. He was the one of 3 televised entrances, plus he got a backstage segment with Shawn Michaels, and it's the highest viewed clip that NXT has ever had, and it's one of the highest viewed clips that WWE has ever had.
Yeah, it was fantastic to see. I'm addicted to that pop. That'll probably be the thing I watch the most this year in wrestling is just that pop, because that's the loudest I've ever heard Full Sail sound.
Well, it's not Full Sail, but regardless of
wherever it is.
I'm not playing this game of one against the other. I'm not doing that. But in regards to, like, if there's ever a question of who is legitimately the top dog when it comes to a wrestling company, it's the WWE brand overall. The Joe Hendry video, and this is only official accounts, the Joe Hendry video has more views than Danielson, Moxley, and Mercedes Moné combined.
Yeah, within the first, I think, 15 hours, there were 3.5 million views on that video on just X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Ethan sent me the video like an hour and a half later on Instagram. I was sitting at over 100,000 likes. Joe Hendry is a fucking great name, and I've been saying that for fucking ever.
And this speaks volumes to something that had come out earlier this week, an interview that Shawn Michaels had done with an outside source, and he talked about how important it is to have character, how important it is to connect with the crowd. This is an exact example of what he was speaking of. Because, very respectfully to Joe Hendry, he's a far better wrestler than I will ever be. However, he is not the greatest wrestler in the world, but he is a damn good character. He knows how to market his ass. And he's got charisma out his ass. This is the LA Knight situation, but in a even more marketable packaging, if you ask me.
And it's because of that goddamn song.
It is. It's the creations.
Yes. Do you want to do... Fuck it, you want to rip the Band-Aid off and tell people the big news?
Yeah. So, if you guys haven't seen, if you guys haven't known, we're super involved in the women's wrestling community. Figure it out. Sorry, I didn't mean to quote Rivera there.
First of all, let me just pop this up there. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, most importantly, hi, Kelly, and we appreciate the Baileys to the ends of this earth. So yeah, we're huge on women's wrestling here on the channel. We've tried to become and make this place a haven for it. And it was really only natural progression to at some point we were going to run a show. Now, I honestly thought that we'd kind of be in the position of having somebody above us And we would just be kind of like doing production and letting them handle the other stuff. And while that was the case, I am just continuing to get blurrier. This is really ruining the announcement. I thought it was me, and then I'm like, this is sharp, this is sharp, this is sharp. My picture is not sharp. So the opportunity arose, and I was able to acquire Divine. Now, I want to put this out there. Divine Pro Wrestling, it's Divine Women's Pro Wrestling, if you want to call it that. In my eyes, it's Divine Pro Wrestling.
It's a women's wrestling organization.
Yes, it is a women's wrestling organization, but it is Divine Pro Wrestling, like flat out, because they are pro wrestlers. This is not a sideshow act. This is not a carny act. This is what is going on here.
I don't know, man.
It's taken away from it. Anyway, this is
most important announcement on a Forklift history, and it's being ruined by the fact that our cameras are blurry and you're lagging like a motherfucker.
All right. This is a situation that we look at and we're going to take great care with. We want to be able to put out the best show possible for the talent in the state. We want to be able to bring in talent outside of the state. I want to clarify something. Well, yes, I own it. This is not just a me situation. There is a team in place. People that you have seen on this show, people that have not been on this show.
People who wish to be unnamed at the moment because
that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like we have assembled a team. And it's a team that does something very important. What this team does is we put that name of Divine in front of us.
Yeah.
That is what it is. We are all representing that work. We're going to run 4 shows a year. Most of the shows are going to be 5 to 6 matches a show. We're going to try to run a tight, nice 90-minute show to get you home. Friday nights, not going to be super long, but we want to offer the best women's wrestling that we can possibly offer to the area, to the state, and hopefully eventually to the region. We want to build this to a place where people can come and that outside talent wants to come and wrestle the women that we have here. And they want our women to go wrestle for them as well because of what they see on this show. Something that we've always strived for on every broadcast that we've done is we have increased our product quality, except for apparently the fucking podcast.
Except for our fucking webcams. That's for goddamn sure.
We have increased the quality of the product that we put out on the stream and every single show. Clint has emerged into this absolutely fantastic cameraman and production director for most of the shows that he ends up on. And we've got a great sound guy, obviously, with Trevor. Hello, Don.
What up, Don?
And so we've got people behind the scenes are going to elevate the women that are here on the scene. Something that gets done a little bit, but not too much, is there's agenting that happens. People building the matches. A lot of the time I've seen it happen in independent wrestling.
You're very long-winded.
I know, but that's what I need to do. I'm just saying I've seen it happen a lot around here where people just book people and they say, go out and do your thing. Our goal is to have somebody there to help challenge our wrestlers in the best way possible and make them better. And we hope that you guys all join the ride with us. And with that said, I just want
to sum up everything Ethan said. We want to thank Rachel, Triple Rach, for bringing Divine Women's Wrestling back, for putting on 2 fantastic shows. There's a whole slew of names that I can speak on behalf of, but I won't, because it's wrestling. All these guys that work on these shows and everything, they don't do it for the recognition and everything. They do it to help other talent. So Ethan is now the owner of Divine Women's Wrestling. I am taking over Divine Women's Wrestling as lead producer for production. And our goal is to create the fucking home for women's wrestling. Not just in Michigan, the fucking home. And this is going to be the biggest shit any of you have ever seen.
Pump the fucking brakes right now. You're putting a lot of pressure on me.
Fuck you, because I know what we bring to the table. I know who we're bringing to the table. For the first time in my life, Ethan, I'm in on everything, and I know what's going on. And I can assure everyone that, first of all, let's announce the show. The show will be taking place on September 6th out at Grizzlies in Wyandotte, Michigan. Divine Pro Wrestling presents Season of Change. And right there on the flyer is your 2 big matches announced for the show.
Yes, we actually have 3 matches announced. I can give you all 3 matches that are currently announced.
Go ahead and announce the first one before we take over these.
The first one is the first one, and I will tell you folks right now, this match is going to kick the show off. You are not going to want to miss it. It is Ricky Morris taking on Rory Shield. If you were at the last Divine show, if you've seen anything online, these two are in the middle of a heated rivalry. And unfortunately, Rory was unable to participate at the last show. She has been medically cleared, and we are just, man, it is a long wait to get there, but these two are going to go slug for slug, blow for blow, and it's going to be a fiery competition between the two of them.
To answer that question, no. It is very difficult to get the equipment that we need to stream. These shows will be uploaded for free on YouTube probably 30 days after the show. It
will not be longer than a month after the show.
Currently, I have the last Divine show. I'm working on it. I had to make the decision to not run hard cam footage because the difference between the hard cam and the roaming cam footage was 720p to 4K. And I'm not willing to risk that. So in terms of that, I have seeked out a very, very good production team. I can tell you right now, I have the best names in the state of Michigan that are going to be here to film and capture this event in all of its glory. But yes, Ricky Morris versus Rory Shield is the match I've been the most excited for. That is the fucking match. Like, I can't begin to explain how much I love Ricky Morris. Ricky Morris in such a short time has become a very, very credible threat to every single woman working in Michigan. She is great on the mic. She'll cut a bitch down, and the bitch is fantastic between the ropes. Not to mention, just a me thing, she plays really well to the camera, and I fucking love her for it. And Rory Shields, oh boy, once we upload this show, there is a moment at Divine. You can turn on your AC unit. It's okay.
No, it's so loud. When it kicks on, it's so loud. Trust me.
That it's the funniest thing I've heard anyone say in a ring, and I've never seen AVZ stumble over his words before.
And so to follow that up, can you ask why we're running downriver? Yes, you can ask why we're running downriver. I'm going to be very transparent with this. I reached out to multiple venues, and
this is our first show.
It's money. I have to go where the best place possible is. Plus, Don, we're running 4 shows a year, so I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. And the goal is that we will be working with other promotions that are willing to work with us. Let's put it that way.
Yes, and we will say that we have been in contact with certain promotions.
I get stuff. I get stuff in the works. I mean, it's probably no secret. FU, we're gonna work with FU.
Very, very much FU.
That's not a secret at all. I can tell you that with 100% that we're gonna end up working with FU.
I can tell
we run with the same women. It's kind of hard to not when you run the same promotion.
I can tell you the utmost certainty: the Divine Championship will not only be defended 4 times a year.
Yes, I actually can guarantee you that now. It's going to be defended before the next show in Chicago at some point.
Yes, the title's going everywhere. We're not keeping it straight to Michigan. We said the best women's wrestling. If that means our champion's going to go defend it in fucking Chicago, Wyandotte, fucking Canada, wherever they want to go with the belt and defend it, go.
Yep.
Go.
Yep.
But the title will be defended. But the title will be defended at all 4 shows. Guaranteed. Yes.
That's because we believe deeply in our champion. And it doesn't matter who it is. We believe in them. And we believe in Joe Hendry.
Yes, we do. Who's the second match?
The second match is...
The Shadow of the Archery!
That's not it. The second match is actually going to feature in her second match with Divine. Is our second match with Divine is going to be Wyandott's own Leela Hall. Sorry, it's not her second match. It's her third match with Divine. But Wyandott's own Leela Hall is facing off against Kenzie Black, who is coming back into the Michigan market and had a very good showing that I honestly cannot wait until you guys can see.
Fantastic showing. I'm aiming to have the show finished by next week.
So there's that. And then, of course, our main event match. It's Stella Buho versus Heather Blue. I mean, like, it's set up at the last show. At the end of the last show, that's what happened. These two are going to go at it. And get ready, guys, because this is going to be a match you're going to see. I feel this is going to have that, like, Sting Flair type deal to it, to where these two are going to go back and forth quite a few times, and not just here. Yep.
And tickets are available now for the show. You can reach out to Ethan directly. Please do not reach out to me. I am production. Yeah. You can reach out to me. The Venmo, Cash App stuff's at the bottom of the screen.
Don, to respond to your comment really quickly. Yes. However, I live on the border of Monroe and Wayne County, and Oakland and Macomb is way the other way. So that poses a little bit of an issue for me. Also, and I know it's a little bit farther out there, but like our history of like looking at stuff that goes on at like the Chaos shows and things like that.
Wyandott's really becoming a hot spot for professional wrestling.
Well, we're gonna work from where we are and then see where it grows from there. It's the first show under this ownership. It's the third show back as an active promotion, and we're just going to try to work and grow and see where things happen and see where it takes us. So nothing's locked in. We don't have like signed deals with places. That's the lovely thing about working 4 times a year.
Yeah, we're not committed to this place for the whole year.
And I mean this entirely. I would absolutely love to eventually be here's the thing. You've been to Grizzlies, Don. You know how it is. Grizzlies, $150 max, probably. Like capacity wise, you can't fit more people in there than that. I want to be able to go to a bigger place. I want to be able to say, hey, I have to get a bigger venue. But we have to get to that point that says, hey, we need a bigger venue before we can get there.
Yeah. And we're going to do cool things along the way because, as you know, we started as a podcast talking about AEW when CM Punk returned. That's how we started. And then I caught a machete and now we're here.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's genuine. Like, people ask me, like, how did you get into filming wrestling? I don't know how to explain it any better than I caught a machete and I just got to know the owner from that. But the best piece of advice I can ever give anyone is talk to the promoter, talk to the owner of the company. It's better to ask for permission than forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a thing that comes easy in professional wrestling. Respect is very easy to earn, but it's easier to lose. And you want to be someone that people can work with. Like at Divine, like I said, I've put together the best production team that I possibly can in this state. I have called every single person that I feel is up to the task. I didn't call everyone. I didn't call every John and fucking Dick and Jane in the book. I called the best.
Yeah, what about John and Dick and what the fuck, Clinton? Oh,
I didn't call Jim and Jim, and I'm very sorry about that. But
you didn't call the Jim? The gyms need the sticks.
I know, but we're getting very close to fucking Shorzy being on Hulu.
Yeah, tomorrow. So Don, thank you. I greatly appreciate your patronage, and that's really what it boils down to, guys. If you can't make it to the show, share the stuff online. It's free. We appreciate it so much. There are going to be sponsorship opportunities available. I want to state that, but how this is going to work is we're not going to have direct. I haven't quite nailed this down. I don't think we're going to do direct wrestler sponsorships because I don't like the not level of transparency that sits with some of those things. So we're going to do smaller level sponsorships that are available for the show. And I will tell you this, that is part of how the wrestlers get paid. So it's not that your money isn't going to something good, and it's not going to my pocket. I'm not looking at this as something where I'm trying to make a profit off of it. Everything, if we make a profit from a show, it's going back into the next show to make the next show better. That's flat out. That's how it's going to be.
Genuinely, we love wrestling. Like we've built such a great rapport with the women around Michigan, because when I started going to shows, and I'll call people the fuck out for it, I don't care. I was sitting there wondering why there was not a single camera person ringside for the women's shit. And it was because every goddamn camera person took a break for the women's shit. For a long time. Well,
Frio knows we call him out for it. But
I'll call him out right now about it. He would do
but he's at IWR, which you guys should go. If you're not going to watch our show on a Thursday night and IWR is going on in Monroe and you have the capability to go there, go watch them because they're putting on great shit down there. I went out to the bike night last night and hung out with the guys from IWR at Diamondback, and it was fun.
Us Tango.
Tango's good. Tango's good. Tango was there. Martian Webb was there. Zoe was there. And somebody else. Oh, and Miss Tango was there. But
with that said, this is going to be something completely different from anything you've seen from other promotions around the state. We're doing things different. This will be the most accessible wrestling on the planet for everyone.
I like how you sell stuff because I'm like it is.
Yeah,
I like this.
It's going to be accessible.
I like learning about shit I don't even know. Anyway,
we did talk about setting up other things to help fund if you guys want to help in other ways, and we'll go over those in later terms. But I can tell you that Divine is going to be something completely different. It's not going to be anything that you guys have become accustomed to.
Can you stop? I was going to say, hold on a second. Yeah. I know you're a good salesman. That's beside the point.
Correct.
I don't want people to receipt this and come back and go, hey, I saw the same shit another day. So don't do that to me yet.
No, you're going to see your favorite women from anywhere.
I wish I was.
Yeah, that's kind of hot.
The only lake that's going on right now is the pool of sweat that's happening on my office chair.
Bro, let me tell you about the pool of sweat pouring off Don's forehead during the White Castle slider eating contest.
Oh, Don, we're sorry. We did not mean to call you out on that. That is that.
I love that interaction with him. The fact that that's the first time I ever got to meet him. Like, I knew of Don, but I never got to fucking talk to Don. And the next thing you know, I'm outside smoking. I'm like, you won. And he was like, yeah, I'm Don. I know Ethan. And I was like, okay, you're fucking Don. Nice to know you. We like to know the people who watch our shit.
Right. So we spent the last 15 minutes talking about that. Clint's very excited for Elden Ring, so we have something special that we're going to do for you guys. I will tell you this. I know nothing about Elden Ring, Dark Souls, any of that stuff.
I can tell you Ethan's only experience with Dark Souls or Elden Ring, and it's 2 interactions. One was at his bachelor party when his brother Cody said, I've been stuck at this boss forever, and me drunk and stoned off my ass. I was like, give me the controller. And then they find me a few hours later and I'm beating the final boss for him. 2 was when Elden Ring first dropped. There was a pay-per-view on. I think it was the weekend that Elden Ring came out. And I got to the Fire Giant, and I beat the Fire Giant in front of Ethan. And he was like, that's single-handedly the most impressive thing I've ever seen you do gaming. Yeah, and if they put the fucking footage out, you will see that I am screaming at Paul for cheating. I am calling Paul a sack of shit. A disgrace to the great sport of competitive eating.
Speaking of which, all beef Kobayashi versus Joey Chestnut on Netflix. We don't get plugged for that, but
we can talk about that because that shit's gonna be hype as fuck. All right, Ethan. We might do a watch along for that. So I'm getting the date set for the next quiz. And one of Ethan's favorite things about quiz shows is like some of the rounds I come up with. So Ethan, I'm gonna pop up these Elden Ring character names, and if you're
gonna pop up the Elden Ring characters, and you want me to name them,
I want you to name them. And if you can even get close, or their title, I'll give you a point. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 characters here.
Okay, because I only know one Dark Souls character, by the way, and it's your spider, your Rom the Vacuous Spider. I know
that's
that
Bloodborne.
One.
That's Bloodborne.
Whatever. It's a Souls game.
All right. Here's your first one.
This is going to be Beowulf, But he's Beowulf with like he's got an Egyptian obelisk for a sword. So I'm gonna guess, yeah, something like that.
His name is Blade. Blaidd.
Okay.
When you started with a B, I was like, no fucking way. All right. One of my favorite Elden Ring jokes. I'll tell you in a second. Who's this prick?
You know what? This homie looks like what's his name? The fucking guy, Lord of the Rings. Jesus Christ! Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Fucking the dude that Galadriel cut his hand off.
I'm not giving you names.
It's the fucking Lich King.
Not even close.
What is it?
Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. He's a boss, though, and I bet he didn't know this ass-whooping was coming. Fuck yeah. Love that. Also, big shout-out to Annie. I love you, Annie. All right, next one, Ethan. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is
he looks like the Witch King.
Who's this?
Is this Melania or is this that player?
Yeah. Okay. Melania, Blade of Mikola.
Yeah, because the naked person kept soloing in that one. I only know that from memes.
Okay, so a cool experience. I've been playing through the game on PlayStation again to platinum it and have 100% run done before the DLC drop. And when I got to Melania, I'll be real, she was whooping my wholesale ass. So I summoned, and guess who I was able to summon? I was able to summon Let Me Solo Her. He spoke about retiring from whooping Melania's ass, but I guess the DLC was like, yeah, I guess I'll do it again. So that's probably my favorite experience playing Elden Ring, was the fact that I got to summon him and watch. So I summoned someone else before I summoned him. I saw that and I was like, cool, I'm going to bring him in. And then he was soloing him. And then the other guy that I was with ran in, and the guy just ran back to stand next to me and watch this dude die. And he was like, he just looked at me and he was like, stay here. And he ran out and finished the fight. It was
what up, Tommy?
Fucking rad. What up, Tommy? How you doing? All right, next person. And this is when I messaged you saying all Elden Ring fans are perverts. Every one of them. Because you have no idea how hard it was to find a photo of this person.
So this is the Sorting Hat from Hogwarts when it was going through like a really weird phase in the 60s. It decided to like experiment with some homegrown shrooms, but then it somehow got sucked into the MK Ultra program with the CIA. And now it lives on a farm and it grows botanicals.
That would be Rainy the Witch.
Yeah, I don't see it.
The coolest dude in the game. And
Poke Turtle?
You gave me his nickname. I will take it. His name is Muriel. But Turtle Pope is his official, like, you can still pull this off. You're 2 for 3 right now. If you get the next 2.
My name is Muriel. I'm only 3.5 years old. Who are you?
More
macaroni! More cheese!
It is considered the biggest sin in the Elden Ring community to kill him. Like, there have been people who have been doxxed while playing this game on Twitch for killing the Turtle Pope. Next.
Chef Boyardee.
Alexander the Iron Fist.
Doug, that's a cauldron of soup.
That's Alexander the Iron Fist.
Oh, he's got his arms crossed. Oh, he's a sassy little bastard. He looks like he's got meat wad hanging out on top of his head.
Mm-hmm. Drops the best the best charm in the game. And then finally, and this is a sad backstory. Okay.
I'm I'm going to call this page 36 of Pornhub Backshots.
That's close. Scar Surge Radon. Now, I want you to
What's
focus
the
in on
backstory here?
Okay, so you can see, like, through Alexander, right? You can see that he's on a horse.
Okay.
Can you see the horse?
No.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a photo. But he had a companion horse that he loved and adored.
Okay.
And when he eventually, like as you see here, became the Scar Surge, because he fought and lost to Melania, which is the fight where she lost her arm, by the way, she inflicted him with rot, which made him have to feast on the bodies of the people that enter there, which eventually is the reason he got so big. Now, he contains a spell called Gravity, and his Gravity spell is so powerful that it keeps the stars in the sky. And how did he get so powerful with Gravity? Because he needed to learn how to lift himself so he can continue to ride his horse that he loves so much. He became the most powerful Gravity user ever so he could continue to ride his horse. So he can continue with his pal. That's some
And then the Fire
gangster
Nation
shit.
attack.
That's some gangster shit.
The three nations
Fucking
lived in
beautiful.
harmony until the Fire Nation attacked.
That's all really we had for tonight, guys. Genuinely, we wanted to come out here and announce Divine because we were going to do it last week, but Ethan didn't have that portable AC unit in his room.
No, and it was bad, and it would have been worse today or this week if I hadn't. And this thing is a godsend, let me tell you.
Yeah, so we didn't have much. If anything, we can do a sporkle, but I'm pretty sure Ethan's roasting and wants to get out of there.
No, I mean, we can do a sporkle if you want to knock one out. Just run to 45 and then we're done. Because I know you're trying. I know here's the problem. You're trying to kill time to get to midnight.
Yes.
Unless, hold on. Are you going to take a nap after this?
No.
Are you just going to get on and stream games until it drops?
No.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I was going to say.
I might get on at 11 to do an hour of Supermarket Simulator before we go into Elden Ring.
I was going to say, let's transfer over to your Twitch channel and do the Sporkle there. But let's just do Sporkle here.
All right, what kind of Sporkle should we knock out?
Fucking surprise me.
Okay. See how this one goes. Let me move this over here. This one should be fun. Let's list every WWE, WCW Cruiserweight champion.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Billy Kidman.
Yeah, fuck. That's my first one.
Jesus.
Oh, and it's just Chavo.
Eddie.
X-Pac.
Rey Mysterio. I don't know how to spell psychosis.
There's no P in psychosis, I believe, in this one.
It is.
Okay. I didn't know how WCW had spelled it. Was Hoovy? Was Hoovy June's one? Juventud.
Entud.
And then it's Guerrera, so just Guerrero, but an A instead of an O.
Ooh. Nope.
Was it Ultimo Dragon? Yeah, he was the last one. Oh, that almost got real bad.
Matt Hardy.
Oh yeah, that's the legendary cruiserweight title run for Matt Hardy. Yeah, there's that. Was Shannon Moore ever a cruiserweight champ? No.
Make sure it's not just one N. No. Okay. Jeff Hardy? No.
No.
Okay.
No, because his only singles titles, he was U.S. champ and world champ. And hardcore, I think, at one point. But wow, that 2000s run is a strange one there in WCW. Was this the one? Was this the one? Not China? Who held this? Somebody else held this. Was it Jacqueline?
Oh. Yeah, Jacqueline, 2004.
20 years ago. Fuck, just put a bullet in my head. Well, yeah, let's say we had Ultimate Dragon. Did Liger ever hold this in WCW?
Yeah. Way back in the day.
Oh, God, then who did he win it from? Did Jamie Noble?
Yeah, he did. Only once, though. That's weird.
So let's think about everybody else that was hanging around during that time. So you would have had Jamie Noble. Technically, I think Paul Burchill was Burchill. I banged my sister, Paul Burchill.
That was a bad one.
That was a bad one. 98. Hold on. I want to knock this 97, 98, 99 stuff out because I feel like
I can't Google it. Google how to spell psychosis. Because I know that's one. And
okay, so it's let's try it this way. I think there's this. So PSYCHOSIS.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
There you go.
Psychosis. Chris Jericho.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say that should fill in a decent amount of them.
Yeah. Him and Dean were a big feud.
Yeah. Who was that weird one that was in between those two? I'm trying to remember. Oh no. You know who it is. The name we can't the name we cannot speak of.
Nope.
No? I thought it was that. No. It wouldn't be Perry Saturn. He wasn't a cruiserweight, was he? I know the Radicals.
Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko. Yeah, we got them all.
Eddie Chavo, Ray. I'm trying to think of that other weird run of all of the 99 is so weird because there were so many just nobodies. Oh, was Alex Wright ever the cruiserweight champ?
Yep. God damn it, I hate.
That was it.
Yeah. God damn it, he was one.
I fucking love Alex Wright.
But Disco Inferno was also.
I hate Disco Inferno more than I love Alex Wright. 2000. Man, that was a bad year.
Yeah.
Who were all the weirdos that were in WCW at that time?
That's the question.
Did Jeff Jarrett ever book himself to win this thing?
No, thank God.
Don, are you still with us? We need you. You're good at this stuff.
Chavo Classic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And that 2005 is also bugging me. Like that
2003 is bugging me.
Who would he have beaten? Because we've ran through everybody that was all like the previous people.
Mm-hmm.
Who would Ray have been feuding with in 2003?
Shot in the dark. No. God damn. 40 seconds. We got 53 out of 79.
This is killing me because there's so many stupid. Russo never booked himself to win this fucking thing, did he?
No.
You have to ask.
Yeah. No, he was light heavyweight champion.
Yeah, just click the give up. I'm not going to sit here another 17 seconds and lose my mind over this.
Brian Pillman.
Yeah, I should have known that. I would have never got Scotty Flamingo. I would have never got that.
Tajiri. I feel bad about that.
Okay, so let's see. The ones that I'm mad about here that I should have known. Chris Candido.
Yeah.
Lance Storm. Spike Dudley Funaki. Basically that, other than Kid Cash, everything on the right side of the screen, I'm pissed about. Elix Skipper a little bit. I would have never remembered Evan Karagas. Or the Medusa, Oklahoma, the artist.
Well, let's try, because we got time for one more.
Get the fuck out of here.
Can European champion, since we're about defunct belts right now, this one's
Okay.
only 36. So let's just knock the...
Triple H, the best. You all don't want to have this discussion about how Triple H's European title reign was his best title reign of his entire career. Conversation, Edge.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Who? Yeah. I was going to say,
Oh,
one of those
DDP.
two won. Ah, my God. Say the X-Pac had this too. Didn't he?
X-Pac?
Love D'Lo.
Yeah.
I was going to say him and D'Lo went back and forth for a hot minute on it.
Unfortunately.
You're good, Tango. We appreciate you. You're going to yell at us at this part and the last one.
Mm-hmm. Test?
Yeah, Test had it. Did Stasiak ever have this belt? SIAK. You type Sean, and now I just want to watch Psych again.
Eddie.
Bye, Tango.
Oh, they don't even put him on the list. Kurt Angle.
Kurt should be on there. Did Shane? No, Shane didn't have this. He was just hardcore belt.
No,
he did. I thought he did. Okay, so this wasn't China. Never held this, right?
No.
No.
D'Lo Brown to me is the most recognizable European champion of all time.
I was going to say. Well, let's try it. Was Lance Storm ever part of this because of the Un-Americans shit?
No. Test had it for sure. Eddie Guerrero. Oh. And then Rob Van Dam. Oh, yeah. Kane had it, I believe. No. I know Undertaker didn't.
No. Because this is that weird like toss up. There's not some strange like Pete Gas or some shit in here, is there? The Godfather? Nobody else in Nation had it, right? Like Rocky never had it. Farouk. Oh.
No. Oh, The Rock had it for sure.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to think because that was a really, really strange time in WWE where it was like it was that mixture of the end of the Attitude Era going into Ruthless Aggression.
I'm trying to remember who was the final European. Oh, Jeff Hardy.
Who did Regal lose it to and then win it back from? Booker? Booker never had it, right? He went straight main event, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty
basically.
much. He held the IC title, US and World and Tag.
Yeah. Team Booker had a really fucking good run in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Booker T just had a really good career. I just wish he would just shut up sometimes.
Stop saying shucky ducky quack quack.
Yeah, shucky ducky quack. Just stop trying to get the crowd to say it. Stop. Just stop. It ain't worth it.
Christian.
Vince never held this, did he? you have to ask, you know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anyone else in the corporation that would have had it outside Shane, or who they would have dropped it to. Matt Hardy held it, I think. Yep. There was that time.
No, you're good.
Nah. Matt Hardy. So hard to think about mid-carders in the early 2000s.
No, and it's dumb because like we recognize them for the stuff at the time. So we did the whole British Bulldog thing. We did, you know, you checked. You got Owen. I think Big Boss Man was almost gone by. He was gone by then. Mr. Perfect never held it, did he?
No. Maven?
It's gonna be something dumb. We're gonna get punched in the face with this in this 2001 like segment, right? The only one from ECW that I could have thought of would have been RVD or Tommy, and I know that they didn't have it.
No. Tommy Dreamer didn't have it. Rob Van Dam never had it, which is JBL. Bradshaw.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I did not think. Maybe that's where I was thinking Farouk from. Man, this makes me want to go get 2K24 now.
Mark Henry.
Greatest retirement speech ever. God, I hate that pink jacket.
Me too. 2002, William Regal. That one in between Regal's bugging the shit out of me, and it's going to be a fucking no name.
The 2000 or the 2002?
2002.
Christopher Nowinski.
No, he never did. He never held a title.
I'm just going to start naming off awful people. Nathan Jones. That was later, but...
No. That was WrestleMania 19. That was after the title was defunct.
Why can I not think of it? I'm gonna be so mad. Ray?
No,
I was gonna say he shouldn't have. It was after that because he was cruiser, and then the next belt he held was the world. Dean never wrestled in there.
He had a couple matches right when the Radical started.
I just not for anything worth a shit.
All right, let's see who we're missing. Jeff Jarrett, Perry Saturn,
Al Snow,
Spike Dudley. I never would have got Spike Dudley.
We always forget Spike Dudley on everything. That's so bad. I feel so bad for Spike Dudley. He's going to watch this, and he's going to be like, these fucking guys.
Yeah, Spike Dudley's going to watch this.
Hey, it's not impossible. It's only impossible if you believe it to be.
That's going to do it for us. Don't forget, Season of Change. You can get your tickets now. Front row, $20. General admission, $15. Kids 6 and under, get in for $10. We also have things planned for the little kiddos, little tykes that are coming to the show. It's going to be a fun time. We assure everyone that they will leave knowing they had a good time.
Hold on, Clint. Before we go, I want you to look at what I just sent you, and then we'll sign off on that. We love you, Judy.